A sequence is a set of numbers that follows a pattern, and a series is the sum of a sequence. So when you're adding those sets of numbers together that follow a pattern, you get a series. Okay? Now, in this problem, they're asking you to find the first terms of a sequence. They're giving you an equation here to represent the terms in the sequence. Okay? And they're asking you to do this when n is 1. That's going to be your first term. And then you plug in 2 for n, and that's going to give you your value for your second term, or the second number in your sequence. Okay, and you keep going. Okay, so for the first 5 terms. So you can see here from this explanation that this is what a sub 1, that just means what's the value of the first term. So when you see a sub 2, that's the value for the second term. A sub 3, the value of the third term, or the third number. Okay, so all you're doing is substituting in place of n here. You're replacing the n, first of all, with a 1. So that becomes a negative 1 raised to the 1 plus 1 power times 3 to the 1 times 1 squared. Okay, and that's what you get right here. And then it's just a matter of following your order of operations. You add the numbers here together in the exponents. You've got to add those together first. And then you can raise it to the negative first power. So negative 1 to the second power is what that's going to be. Sorry, negative 1 to the second power. And that gives you 1. And then this is going to be times 3 times 1 squared, which is 1. And then you just multiply those together. And so this is the first term in your sequence. So you put that number first. And then you find out what a sub 2 is by replacing n with 2 here and here. Okay? And you simplify. So you add these two together, and then you can do the exponents. And then you multiply all of those numbers together. Okay? And then you just continue this process until you get all 5 terms, and you list them in order: the first term, the second term, the third, fourth, and fifth. Okay, so let me give you, here's another example. So you can see the equation's different, but the idea is the same. You're just going to replace n here with 1, and then do your order of operations and simplify it. Place n with 2, do your order of operations and simplify, and you're going to get your first 5 terms in your sequence.